So before we can start our first drawing project, we need some skills, or at least to brush up on some skills that we already have or may have forgotten that we have already learned. So we're going to start with this packet. It's just a basic drawing packet, and you're going to follow along at home just like you will follow along with me in person. And let's see, name at the top, period number. And let's talk about contour lines first. So I'm going to read you the definition, and you're going to copy it right here on these lines. The definition is the artistic technique used by artists to create lines that result in a drawing that is essentially an outline. I will put it here, maybe zoom in for you. So I'll read that again. The artistic technique used by artists to create lines that result in a drawing that is essentially an outline. It's a French term, and it means basically that, outline. So this cartoon character over here is a contour line drawing. Think about your coloring book images, how there is only the outlines and the inside lines, and you color in the whole thing. So what exactly is missing from this image that makes it look completely flat? If you said value or shading, you are correct. So write that there. The next part on this page is just a simple contour line activity. So if you're in class with me, you'll see some objects on your table, and if you're not, you're going to have to get an object from your house. Let's try something a little bit complicated, but not too complicated. In other words, an orange is not going to cut it unless you cut the orange up into slices. You're only going to use contour lines. You're going to draw it like you would be designing it for a coloring book page. So absolutely no shadows and no value is going to be put into this drawing. Once that is done, and I would say give yourself 10-15 minutes on it, and don't go any beyond that. And then we're going to move on to the next page. I would say we're going to work about 1 to 2 pages every day in the packet, whether you're in school or not. So if you're not in school, you're going to just open up the folder and watch the video and draw along with me. But if you are in school, you're going to get this in person. Lucky you. And fully virtual will only be able to use the videos that I record. So basic shape contour line activity. Basic shapes can be turned into three-dimensional forms with, what do you think? Value and line. First, let's learn how to create the basic shapes that you're going to need for your first project. Your first project is not a still life project, by the way. This was copied from a studio class, or maybe a project prior for basic drawing, whatever. So all you have to do is copy these basic forms from here to here. So we're going to talk about spheres, torus, a cube, cones, a prism, a rectangular prism, pyramids, a tent, and a cylinder. Okay, so go ahead and copy these forms, simple forms, into this box. We're eventually going to learn or to practice shading these as well, but not on this page. We're just going to deal with simple lines, contour drawings. And that is all you are going to be doing today. See you tomorrow.